Is it all that you needed from this? I hope it meant anything, anything.
What's good, YouTube? So we have a battle here with Austin. It's a roulette battle, and these teams were chosen like, I don't know, a week or two in advance before this battle by the random generator. And as you can see, I got a pretty decent team as far as weather goes, but he got a pretty decent team as far as, you know, kind of countering me goes. So the generator decided to actually make a bit of pretty interesting matchup right here. So I'm just going to lead off with my Atkins diet because I want to start that sand. And he's going to lead off with Stealth Rocks. I just go for the Earthquake because I figured he was going to go for Stealth Rocks. And I was glad that he didn't have the Air Balloon because that would have been painful. Well, knowing he's probably going to switch out to try and save the Metagross and avoid the Earthquake, I just go for the Stealth Rocks. And he puts in Wheezing. So that was a good play on my part. And right here I put in 6. Because I have pretty much 6 Starmie, so that's the only reason. And I know 6 can pretty much, you know, basically absorb status and then get rid of it later on. So, yeah, having Starmie around is going to be really nice. And I just go for that choice. Oh, well, not really. I mean, I guess, yeah, it is choice spec surf. So, never mind. I forget this is the choice spec set. He goes for Thunderbolt and gets a crit. I didn't do damage calc, so I really don't know if it mattered or not. But I'm going to take a guess that it did. But it couldn't have not. So I'm going to put in Shroom Bro, knowing that I can pretty much just force this Wheezing to do nothing. And I managed to be faster, so I get up the sub before Wheezing goes for the Pain Split, which is nice. And right here, fortunately for me, the Toxic Orb is going to take effect. And I just go ahead and put up the Leech Seed because, you know, I just could use extra health with Sand being around. So he goes for the Thunderbolt, which is obviously not going to break the sub, which is nice. So yeah, pretty much took that hit like a boss. And yeah, between Sandstorm and Leech Seed, even factoring in his leftovers recovery, he does go down. And yeah, he puts in Tentacruel, and right here I kind of make like a stupid error, but it's not really that stupid. He is going to set up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, which, you know, isn't a bother because I can always rapid spin them out later if I need to. So yeah, I kind of make a stupid mistake and put the Leech Seed on, forgetting that since this Tentacruel's not on a rain team, he's probably not going to have the Rain Dish. So, you know, this is just going to really I'm going to be taking damage from Leech Seed, which sucks. So, yeah, I'm going to be happy when he goes down. And actually, this is when I actually start attacking because I'm like, yeah, I should probably get him down fast so I'm not taking too much damage from my own Leech Seed. So I go for the Focus Punch, which does a pretty amazing amount considering Tentacruel's bulk and resistance to it. So yeah, the Leech Seed and the Sand is going to be enough to take out the Tentacruel. And unfortunately I take damage, but it's only like 10, which I can easily recover off. So he is going to put in Metagross and go for this Bullet Punch to break my sub, because obviously he's really annoyed at the substitute. And I just go for the Spore, knowing that him being asleep is nice for me. And yeah, I was contemplating between going for Leech Seed first or the sub first. But, you know what, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for the sub and get behind it so that I can go ahead and put a Leech Seed up. Because, yeah, I really don't want to accidentally put the Leech Seed up, then put the sub and lose it. Because that would suck. So yeah, Leech Seed goes up. And the Metagross is still sleeping, which is nice. But this thing has a pretty high amount of physical bulk, so this really isn't the best of positions for my Shroomish if it turns out to be a little bit longer. And Metagross is still asleep, fortunately, which it didn't matter because, you know, he's gone now. Even if he had broken my sub, he would have just broken my sub and that's it. So yeah, goes down to Leech Seed after the Focus Punch does almost enough to KO it. So between the Leech Seed and the Poison Heal, I get back to full health, which is nice. And yeah, he just puts in Furret, who is going to go for the Retaliate, just to break my sub, because obviously the sub he wants gone. So I just go for that Focus Punch, not one to like Sport or anything, because I'm like, it's a Furret. What can it really do to me? So pretty much, yeah, he puts in Mag Mortar and it's going to suck. I just go ahead and stay in because I'm like, maybe the Fire Blast will miss, but unfortunately it does not for me, which is not a big deal because, I mean, I pretty much just KO'd 3 or 4 of his Pokemon right there. I'm not sure. So I decided to go ahead and put in Soul Sanctum because, well, you know, Soul Sanctum's awesome. And he puts up a Sunny Day, which is going to actually really, really suck. Because now my sand is gone. But yeah, I go for the Rock Slide. Pretty actually amazed that Mag Mortar goes down, considering I don't have any physical investment. And he goes into his last Pokemon, which is a Throw. And I decide to go Rock Polish, and then just go ahead and Baton Pass the set. But unfortunately, he Circle Throws me, which is going to bring out Excadrill. And I'm like, no, I don't want Excadrill out yet. But, you know, I figure he's probably going to just Circle Throw me again anyway, so I might as well leave Excadrill in. And I go for the Rapid Spin just to get rid of those Toxic Spikes, because they could be problematic for Hippowdon if it turns out that he goes for it. Well, it turns out Soul Sanctum comes out, which is pretty favorable for me at this point, because, you know, I need to get that Rock Polish and Baton Pass off to something. And I just go for the Earthquake because I thought maybe he was going to Circle Throw, but I see he goes for a Bulk Up, so clearly he's going to just go to +6 Bulk Up, and there's not really much I can do at this point against this throw, considering that I have lost Starmie, which was my only other special hitter. So yeah, pretty much I have to be careful and put Cobalion in at the right time, because otherwise I pretty much lose Cobalion and the match is, you know, good game to him. So I get up the Rock Polish and Baton Pass so I can get up the Sand to my Atkins site. Not to mention I can also be faster and get the Slack Off up if I need to, so I can heal to kind of stall him out, which unfortunately I wish I carried Toxic so I could just Toxic Stall him, but unfortunately I have no Pokemon that can Toxic Stall at this point. I didn't think to make one, so you know, that sucks. Go for the Earthquake. It's going to do nothing, of course, because he's like bulking up like crazy, pretty much bodybuilding right there, so it sucks. So I decided, you know what, maybe I'll go for the Ice Fang, because maybe I'll get either Flinch or Freeze. Either would be preferable, or I could get a crit, which would be really preferable, because then his defenses are negated, and that just equals pretty much a good game in my favor. So I keep going for the Ice Fang, hoping for like Flinch, Freeze, or maybe if I get lucky a crit. But you know, that's not going to be the story here, unfortunately. Plus it's also good to get some residual damage in, because I'm going to need to wear this out. Well, he's at +6, and he goes for a Circle Throw, which I live off, fortunately, because I'm a physical wall. And Valor is dragged out, so right here I was like, oh, please don't miss, please don't miss. If you miss, I'm so screwed. But yes, finally, Focus Blast hits when I need it to. That usually never happens, which is great. Granted, I lost my Cobalion, but, you know, Focus Blast hit, which means I can just wear him out now. I can wear him out because I have enough Pokemon to go ahead and just get residual damage on him and wear him out. So I go for the Earthquake from Soul Sanctum. It's going to do obviously not that much with no physical investment whatsoever. And yeah, pretty much Soul Sanctum goes down, unfortunately. And speaking of which, if you get my reference of Soul Sanctum, congratulations to you. You should probably be given something, but I don't really have anything. So I go for the Earthquake from Excadrill, expecting it to go down, but I had a Hippowdon to switch into. He misses the Circle Throw, which really didn't matter. It just made it a 2-0 instead of a 1-0. So yeah, good game, Austin. That was kind of pretty intense, actually. I'm not going to lie. At the end, I was like, throw, bulk up, oh shit. I'm so screwed right now. But I managed to get lucky with the Focus Blast and hit it. Otherwise, it would have been a good game. That's it for me. But yeah, pretty haxy match, which was to be expected because yesterday all the matches I had were super haxy, so I kind of expected a haxy match to begin with. And yeah, I got one, so, you know, that's going to be whatever. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel because he's going to upload his battle with Bestow 5000. Him and Bestow 5000 had a battle. But I won't disclose who won or lost because you can go check that out for yourself. Because Bestow 5000 is going to upload it, I believe. But that's going to be all. Comment, like, and subscribe to see more videos from me. And that is going to be all. See you later, YouTube.